Welcome back everyone, I'm Jewel and we're doing a tutorial today in the Giants editor about how to duplicate stuff. Duplicate anything you need like trees, or if you needed two sawmills I guess, but technically you don't really want two sawmills per se, because then you would have to have two separate triggers for the different ones, and you could duplicate these buildings or whatever you need. So I'm going to go ahead and show you that, and we'll go over here to the tree that we imported on the last episode, and we're going to show you how to duplicate it. We're going to click on it, and it highlights. Actually, this isn't the tree. Let's click the last one. Where is that tree? Over here. Alright, so make sure the whole thing is highlighted in the scene graph over here in the left corner. And what you're going to do is, you got a couple ways you can do it. You could hit Control D and let go and slide it over, and now you got two trees. It duplicated it. It basically gave you a second tree. And you can slide it where you want it, or move it, or you can hit, while it's highlighted still, you can hit Control B, not D, but B, and click it over here and move it if you want it, and then click it again to finalize it. Okay, so say you want to duplicate the one we just duplicated. You're going to hit Control D. D as in dog, let go. As soon as it duplicates, let it go. Okay, then you're going to slide it over. See? And then you can do it again. Control D. As soon as it duplicates, let it go and slide it over. Now, there's another way you can duplicate if you don't want to do it on the keyboard, and I'm going to show you how to do that. If you want to duplicate it, you're going to highlight it, make sure the whole thing is highlighted so you get the tree and the barrier, the, what do you call it, the collision. Alright, so now you're going to click on Edit and Duplicate. See, it tells you right in the right hand corner Control D is the other keyboard option. So you're going to click Duplicate one time, and it's going to duplicate it. Then you're going to drag it over or put it wherever you want. If you want to move it way over here, as long as it's highlighted, still highlighted, see the whole thing's still highlighted, you're going to hit Control B as in boy, and you click right here. As you're holding Control B down, you hold it down with your fingers on your keyboard, and you can click where you want it on the map. Then you can drag it, click it twice. You're going to click once to put it, and then once again to finalize. Kind of keep it in the same spot, like click here and then click right next to it. Then you can slide it around. You can lift it up with this little arrow keys. You can see it. It's kind of hard to see it. It's yellow. See, it's green and then it turns yellow. Lifts it up, puts it down. You do that. Make sure that you don't have a tree that's floating. So see how it's floating? You need to come on in close if you're doing it by hand with these arrows and get it to touch the ground. But the best way to do it is to hit Control B as in boy, hold it down, then click, click, and it puts it right on the ground when you do it that way. Alright, so you can do a building. Say, oh, I don't want just trees. I would like a building. Come over here, click the building, make sure it's just that building, if that's the only building you want, and check it, make sure it's the right thing, the whole thing, and it is. So you're going to hit Control D, it duplicated it, now you can slide it over, and now you got two buildings. You can put it wherever you want on the map. So say you want it way over here, just leave it highlighted, don't touch nothing else, drag over where you want it. Say we want it right here, it's still highlighted, I never touched nothing. Now you can hit Control B as in boy and click where you want it, and you can adjust it, click again, because it's you gotta finalize it, and you can drag it around if it ain't just right. And see this little half arrow circle little line, you hover over it and then click on it and it rotates. Just drag it around to rotate it and whatever. And if you wanted, you could click on this blue one, but then you would tilt the building. So if you don't want the building tilted, leave that one alone. And if you don't like what you just did, go to Edit and click Undo. Click it a couple times if you have to get it back where you want it. But just be careful not to undo something you didn't mean to undo. Like if you haven't saved it after you did the trees, and you keep clicking undo, you would actually undo your trees. So be careful. Make sure you save it whenever you need to. When you know you're right about something, save it so it won't go past that. And there's other little options on, let me think. I think you can do it with control. Let me test it real quick. Click on your tree, make sure it's highlighted, and I think you can hit, let me try it, hit control and place it. Nope, I think you have to hit control D for duplicate, and then control. Okay, it's not working. It's another way to do it. I'm gonna have to look at it and see. I forgot what it was, but there's another way you can make it. As you can see, look at all these. It made a whole bunch. See, we done made a whole bunch. Look. And apparently there must be more than one in some of these. Alright. Anyway, so there's a way that you can do it. I forgot what button it was, but there's a certain button you hit and you can just take and keep clicking, click, 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 and the trees will just keep placing down wherever you stick them. It'll randomly do it, but I gotta look it up to see. I forgot what the button you hit was. But anyway, that's how you can move, duplicate things. Say you want to duplicate this, you click on it, you control D, let go, and then boom, now you got logs. And then you can change it whatever direction, you can rotate it, do whatever you got to do. There's a lot of stuff you can do. It's fun. You can do that with buildings, houses, car, whatever you got, whatever's on your map, you can do that with. So hope you enjoyed. Also, you can do it with this. Say you need this thing to be longer. That's how I did it, made it longer. You make sure the whole thing's selected on that particular spot, and then you click Control D, and then you, as soon as it does it, you slide it over, and there you go. Now, since I don't need that, I'm going to undo that, but that's how you would do it. And then, of course, you would slide it and make it perfect right up to that and all that. But that's how you do that, and you do it straight over so you don't, it's perfectly in line. If you're doing fences, the same thing. You click on the fence you need. Make sure you click the right spot. And this one's got two sections, so you would have to double that one up. But if you're just wanting the bottom one, you would do the same thing. Control D, make a copy, slide your fence over, and of course in that I think I just did the I might have not did the collision part, but you would line it up, and then of course you can look, you only have that. And then you would have to do the top, and you don't have the bars. In this case I didn't highlight the whole thing. Now watch, I'm going to show you. Control D, and then slide it over. Now we got the bars and everything. Now click off of it, and you can see the bottom one, I didn't highlight everything. It don't have the bars. See, just the fence. Top one has the bars. Why? Because I clicked that one that has all of it, and on the bottom one I just clicked the lower half, which is the fence. So I didn't click all of it. But in this case I'm going to undo it because I don't need all that. But if that's how you would keep making your fence. You would just keep going. And in my case I'm going to undo it because I don't want that fence. For some reason it's not wanting to undo, so I'm going to delete it. I don't want to keep undoing until I get wherever. But anyway, that's how you do it. That's how you duplicate. You can duplicate lots of stuff. You can duplicate light poles, everything. So hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. I'm going to do some more tutorials on this map making stuff for Farming Simulator 19. I know a lot of people want to learn how, and I'm hoping I'm teaching you well enough. I'm doing the best I can, showing you what I know and what I learned. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, turn on your notification bell if you want to receive a notification every time I post a video. Goodbye, everybody.